Hey, my name is Zoe, and today's video is about self-talk. Thanks for joining me.
Today was a bit of an interesting day for me. I ended up making a lot of different decisions than I usually do. For instance, this morning when I woke up, instead of just going right into making breakfast or going on YouTube or my phone or something, I actually got out my yoga mat and did a little bit of yoga, which felt really good, and just a tiny bit of meditation. And then I decided I was going to get food for myself because I didn't have anything in the house that I wanted. So I ordered something from Starbucks. I went and picked it up. I drove over to one of my favorite little outdoor spaces near me. It happens to be a cemetery, but it has a lot of memories for me. And I just listened to a bunch of podcasts, just about, life, motivation, personal development kind of stuff, and news a little bit. And I just really enjoyed that moment. And I also didn't smoke. That's really different from me from what I usually do as well. I usually smoke weed all day. But I didn't do that today. And partially because I don't have any left. But also partially because I've been thinking about cutting down or stopping for a little bit now, and it kind of just seems like a good idea to try. Already today I've kind of had a lot more clarity than I usually do. I've just felt different, and it feels better, honestly. And then I was also just singing in my car and dancing around the park, okay, I'm gonna have fun, yeah. And man, that feels so good. I'm usually just so harsh and critical towards myself, and really trying to figure out what I can do better, but this afternoon I've been really just trying to focus on having appreciation for myself, having love, and just speaking to myself in my head like I would a friend instead of an enemy. Literally, I am so freaking critical to myself in my head, and so self-hating, and it really takes a toll. Even just this minor shift this afternoon, I've felt this weight lifted. I can feel a tangible difference in my head and in my body of just speaking to myself with a little more kindness is whoa, huge, 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 really powerful. And I would like to continue to do that because I don't want to speak to myself with hate. So, thank you for bearing witness to my journey and my struggles, my trials and tribulations, my thoughts. Thank you for just bearing witness to me and allowing me to just exist and be present and show up in this world exactly as I am. And thank you for just being exactly who you are and where you are. If you're also struggling with negative self-talk, you're not alone. And you can also always choose to redirect it. And yeah, you might go back to those self-hating thoughts, but even 5 seconds without that is blissful. So redirect, and imagine you're talking to your best friend. Just imagine you're talking to your best friend in your head when you go, like, oh, I don't want to have to do this. Like, just be like, bestie, it is okay, girl. Like, do it in your own time. Nobody's gonna rush you. Like, take your time, girly. That's like how I would talk to my best friend. So I'm trying to just be like, okay, that's how I should talk. That's how I want to talk to myself. Like, when I have stuff come up, when I'm like, oh man, I'm feeling really low energy, instead of being like, fuck you, like, get it together, go do something. Like, I'm gonna be like, understandable, girl. Relax, take a load off. Like, honor that feeling within yourself. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. That feels a lot better. A lot nicer, obviously. But like, yeah, wow, that's so huge for me. And I just wanted to share that with you, because I'm sure that negative self-talk is not something that I alone struggle with. So leave a comment down below if you relate to anything I talked about in this video. If you also have negative self-talk, let me know your thoughts. I would totally love that. I really just want to feel connected to a community of people who can relate to what I'm going through. So if you feel like you can relate, welcome to this community, and thank you for being here. And like and subscribe so we can do this again soon. I love you, and you belong here. And thank you for joining me. Goodbye. Have a wonderful day.